it's the way you look in my eyes. How I feel is beyond words can describe. How you ignite this fire so deep inside. Got me hot like the summer. Ooh, really no one even knows me like you do. There's not many in my circle, so few. Love how you're my friend and I'm just a fool.
Where we speak into the lives of single moms. Well, yes, I have on my little Christmas PJs like everyone else. It just seems that folks around my town and some of the neighboring communities, folks have been going to work today in restaurants and some of the stores in their PJs. So it's really cute. I remember when I first moved into this particular area and I went to go have breakfast around the holiday time. And this was a new breakfast place, really, really cute, kind of like in the neighborhood. And when I was walking up, I noticed that everybody was in PJs. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, what is going on? Why is everybody in PJs coming out of the restaurant? And then when I went inside of the restaurant, just a small restaurant in the neighborhood, really, really quaint, I noticed that not only did all the folks that were in there eating, but also the employees had pajamas on. And then I asked one of the waitresses, what's going on? Why is everybody in pajamas? And she said, oh, we do it this time around the year where everybody comes for early breakfast during the holiday time and they just come in their pajamas. It's real cute. We've been doing it for years. And I thought, oh, just kind of really made me feel kind of really at home. So yes, so I have my PJs on as well. I can't believe it. Can you guys believe it? It is Christmas Eve, one day before Christmas, the big celebration. And yes, as you can see, I was trying to do this before I got on. I have one more gift that I am trying to wrap, and then I will officially be done. So we're just going to finish this last one up. Not doing such a great job, I might ask. You know, this has never been my forte. However, I still enjoy doing it. I always admire those, some of my friends who are just like gifted at it. And I'm like, how did you learn how to wrap gifts like that? And most of the time, some of them have worked at the department stores during the holiday time and they learn how to gift wrap. And so, and they, they would show you, but sometimes when they would give you a gift, you wouldn't want to open it because it was so beautiful. So some I just let sit. And sometimes the paper was so creative, I just really didn't want to open it. So I don't have that. But I do good enough to get the job done. So yes, I just have one more gift to go and I'm all done. So Mom, I really just wanted to take a few minutes. Didn't want to keep you long. Just to, let you know that whatever you purchased or whatever didn't get done, whatever didn't get bought, don't worry about it. You know what? Pat yourself on the back for a job well done, because we started this for sure November, trying to prepare for Christmas and get the budgeting done for the gifts and for the food. And then of course, make sure we paid all of our bills on time. So whatever didn't get done, don't worry about it. Whatever you did, enough is way more than good enough. And as we talked about it before, yes, I'm not going to kid. The Christmas for the kids is about the gifts, but we know what it really is about. But, they love it and we want them to be happy. So, yes. So, but it's more than just the gifts, it's also the memories. So just make sure that tomorrow morning when the kids get up, whether they're young kids, whether they're teenagers, you're just making it exciting time for whatever is there. Just make it exciting. Just make the memories. Pull out your camera, your phone, and just everybody, and make sure everybody takes photos. If you have teenagers, they have camera. Just make sure that everybody is taking photos and enjoy a nice breakfast together, and just make it kind of special, kind of fun, and then get ready for the rest of your day. You're gonna see friends, you may see family, or family may be coming over to your house. Whatever it is, remember, Mom, it's not just about the gifts. It is about the memories that we set. So as you're going over to family's house, please make sure you be careful. I was out on that road today. My daughter and I, we took a road trip, not far, probably about 40 minutes from the house. But one thing we did do differently than we normally do is when we saw the city had a beautiful Christmas tree, like we went to Pasadena. And Pasadena, if you're not in California, that is where the Rose Parade is. And so they are already prepping the stuff for the Rose Parade, and the signs were out, the bleachers were out, the fences were out, and the city hall. We stopped by the city hall because it had a gorgeous Christmas tree. So we just stopped in there and took some pictures, and then we drove around because the city is starting to, really hustle and bustle. And people are still, of course, out there shopping and stuff in the restaurants. They have a lot of restaurants around Pasadena, especially on Colorado, where the parade will go down. A lot of restaurants. So I was like, it didn't seem like it was as busy when I first came out there. But as we got ready to leave, the hustle and bustle of Pasadena started really happening. So I was like, okay, that's good. But I just wanted to stop in for a minute. I really didn't want to take a lot of time, but I just wanted to let you know it's about 7ish. And if you get a chance, this is the time that I like because I kind of just take some quiet time. So I'll, mix me a little something, a little something special. And I just take some quiet time. I'll listen to KGLH, which is 102.3 for us. That's the Stevie Wonder station. I'll take some time because they are playing all of my favorites. And as soon as I hear Donny Hathaway, as soon as I hear Luther Vandross, and as soon as I hear some Kurt Franklin, I am good to go. But I will also take a little time tonight. Yesterday, I picked up my 2023 planner. So I have already this month in my 2022 planner, I already started writing some things at the very end, some goals and stuff that I want to achieve. And I just really just did sketch. I was like, okay, I know I want this, I know I want that, and okay, this needs to be done. I would like to go ahead and have this done. So I just like really what they call brainstorming. I just jotted some things down that came to my mind. I wasn't trying to put anything in any order. I just got it out of my brain and I wrote it down. Some of the things that I wanted to get accomplished for 2023. It wasn't a full thought process. It's just whatever came to my mind. That's what I wrote down. And so now I will take those things between, after Christmas and before the new year. Then I'll start putting them in some kind of an order. Okay, what do I want to do for the first quarter? What I want to get achieved? What I want to get achieved for the second quarter? And I need to make sure that I'm in a position that I'm telling my money what it is going to do, not the opposite. So, and for me, I know some folks may think, girl, that is just way over the top. But for me, it is not, because I have learned the hard way. If I don't tell my money what to do, it will do whatever it wants to do. And one thing about money, just like time, it just disappears. So I have learned to be very intentional, not perfect, but just very intentional, because I know I can get a lot further ahead when I do that. So I'll start doing that, working that out, and I'll share some things, and maybe that will help. I always think in a community, if we do it together, we do better together than doing it by ourselves. So we will go ahead and touch on that like right before the new year hit. We'll start making sure we start doing our planning. And I think I shared with you maybe a couple of last week. I think it was last week when I was talking a little bit about manifestation. So we'll hit some of that too. So we'll just get some things done. And some of them involve money and some of them don't. Some of them involve health. We want to make sure that that's on the list because, we have to make sure we're taking care of our bodies. When we talk about, care for ourselves, is, of course, it's financial, but it's also spiritual and it's physical. So we'll look at some of those things too and make sure that they are on our list, and some things maybe even for the first quarter. Get some hints on how I have done some things to kind of make it easier for me to remember. Because sometimes that brain just does what it wants to do. So, but really, I didn't want to take much time, but I did want to tell you to have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And whatever didn't get accomplished, don't worry about it. It's a done deal. Just make sure that the things that you look forward to for tomorrow, that there are things that are intentional, to make sure that we're setting wonderful memories for our children and even for ourselves to set the tone for the next year. So have a wonderful time and a blessed Christmas. And I'll talk to you guys on the other side. Bye.